All right, you guys, this week you are going to be doing a couple different things. One of the things that you're going to have to do is watch the movie Blood Diamond. It just like A Long Way Gone. It is based in Sierra Leone. It is focused on the civil war that occurs between the RUF and the military. But the difference between Blood Diamond and A Long Way Gone is that Blood Diamond focuses on the struggle for control of the diamond mines and the corruption within the country that happens around this greed and need to be in power and the sorry, my dog's fussing. The external forces that are trying to come into Sierra Leone and take over just so they can have access to the resources there. So while you were watching it, I want you to take notes on some of the things that happen, and I want you to keep these themes in mind. These are themes that we talked about from A Long Way Gone. I gave you some of these topics before when you had to do something with theme. You've also done a couple of little videos and quizzes having to do with the themes of A Long Way Gone. So now your job is going to be to look at the themes that are similar in Blood Diamond to A Long Way Gone, and then you're going to have to take your notes. Whatever notes you can pick whatever theme you want, but whatever theme you pick, you need to take notes on it while you watch the movie. And afterwards, you're going to need to write an essay explaining how this theme. Say that you pick family. You're going to talk about how both A Long Way Gone and Blood Diamond focus on the theme of family, and you're going to have to discuss how it happens in A Long Way Gone and use examples from A Long Way Gone that have to do with the theme of family, and then talk about Blood Diamond and how it also uses the theme of family, and you have to give specific examples from Blood Diamond, and then talk about like the way that family is portrayed in A Long Way Gone. Is it similar or different to the way that it's described in Blood Diamond or presented? And so I've given you here in these pages, I've given you an outline for you to take notes in, for you to structure your essay. So when it talks about the introduction paragraph, your overview would include some kind of introduction of what you're talking about. Please remember that when you are writing a formal essay, you always assume that your audience has no idea what you're talking about. So you have to introduce it. Yes, I know that you're supposed to be talking about themes in these two different works, A Long Way Gone and Blood Diamond, but you need to pretend that I don't know. So in the overview, you have to introduce the topic, that you are A Long Way Gone. You could say something like A Long Way Gone and Blood Diamond both deal with the theme of war. Both are focused on Sierra Leone and the Civil War there, and you could talk about some of the things there. And then you are going to either say that they, have the same message about war, or you can say that they have a little bit of a different message and explain why. That part would go into your themes and argument. That's like your thesis statement. You're going to say, "This is what I'm going to talk about." Don't actually say that, but you might say something like, both A Long Way Gone and Blood Diamond deal with the theme of war. That's your overview. And that's when you talk a little bit about the summary of what's going on in the movies having to do with the civil wars in Sierra Leone. Then for your thesis statement or your topic, themes, and argument part, you might say that while A Long Way Gone focuses on one specific person and his experience with the war, you could talk about something different with the way that Blood Diamond focuses on the war and the effects it has on, either the main character or this group of people or whatever. But that's what you would put for the theme and argument part. And then you're going to elaborate a little bit, quotations you will use to prove your connection. You can either use a quote from the movie or the book, or you can use a specific way that you're going to prove that these two texts, the A Long Way Gone and the Blood Diamond, how they both focus on war and have a similar message or a different message. Okay, for your body paragraphs, I want you to have 3 body paragraphs, okay? for each of your body paragraphs, 3. I'm going to put it on here. You're going to have 3 body paragraphs. And for each of the body paragraphs, I want you to do the following. I want you to talk about, it might be that if you're looking at survival, both Sierra Leone and Blood Diamond focus on the theme of survival. One way that they are, they both do this is, and then you would put whatever it is that you feel like they both do in your topic sentence. And then you're going to give an example from A Long Way Gone, how that plays out in the book, and then an example from Blood Diamond, how that plays out in the movie. And then for point 3, it's how do both of them share either like a similar message about this particular part or how they're different. So for your body paragraphs, you're basically having 3 different reasons or examples that support this theme or argument that you have. So whatever topic you choose, say that you choose life and death. If you say that both of them deal with the theme of life and death, and they have a similar message about this theme, and you write about the message right here, then you're going to give 3 different examples. This one's going to be a different, like your 3 different ones right here. You're going to have an example about, their families all dying. You can have a message about how the power hungry people in both situations, with the RUF, how they were fighting for power and human life became expendable and how it wasn't as important. You can use anything, but you need 3, and you need each body paragraph to talk about one of those. And then your conclusion, you're going to wrap everything up and summarize how both of them discuss the theme that you were talking about. Maybe give a quote or a big picture idea of what we need to get out of watching this book and watching this movie, and what's happening in third world countries like this whenever power comes in, powerful countries come in and try to take over, whatever it might be that you want to share as what you took away from it. That's what you're going to need to include in your paper. So I'm leaving this in one of the sorry, it's getting loud in my house. I'm leaving this in one of the assignments for you to use as an outline. You can feel free to write on this. I'm going to make you a copy, but then when you go to write your essay, you're going to need to write it on your own document and submit it. Make sure that you're using MLA format, which means that you write your name, my class, my name, and the date at the top in this top hand corner. And it should be single spaced. And then your title would be around where potential topics are. And then you're going to write in paragraph form and indent every first line of your paragraphs. Make sure that you're using complete sentences. Please proofread your grammar. And it is for a grade. So take your time and do your best. Make sure that you include evidence from both the book and the text, especially for your body paragraphs. When it says A Long Way Gone example, if you can pull out quotes and use them, make sure that you do. For the movie, I know that's harder to do. But anytime you use a quote, please know that you should always explain the quote and how it connects to what you're trying to say. What point are you trying to make? So let me know if you have any questions, and that's what you're doing with this assignment.